Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Just before we get started, I wanted to let you know about a free resource we created for you guys today for download. What it is the 3 pieces of exercise equipment you didn't know you had at home and exactly how to use them. All you have to do is head down to the description below, click on that link, it'll take you right to it, or head right to the website, physioready.com/equipment at home, and get started. All right, so without further ado, let's jump to the video. Guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Office series, and we are talking about standing today. Now, episode 1, if you guys want to go back, we talked about how to sit. Now we're talking about how to stand. Now, there's a big sort of movement now, people going towards standing desks, which is great, and we love that, but unfortunately, standing is a skill, and a lot of us don't know how to stand. So a lot of us are hanging out doing things like this or like that, and then they come in to see someone like me because they're in pain or discomfort. So we want to make sure we kind of get you guys knowing how to stand, how to do it well, and how to do it awesomely. That's a word. So we're going to have Brittany here demonstrate for us some kind of standing positions, and we're going to take you through a process that I like to call the standing Macarena, which is a kind of a process you can go to make sure you're in a good standing position. So we're going to take a look at Brittany, and she's going to show us from the side, sort of beginning of a day, trying to show off to your physio, good standing position. So she shows us that. She's really arch extended, she's doing well. A lot of times, a lot of females specifically will really extend or arch their lower backs, just like this, kind of lock out their knees. She's also wearing heels. Don't stand in heels all day. Ladies, I'm looking at you. That can also create issues, especially at the ankle, hip, and knee. Not to mention toe whack, a low back pain. But this is kind of where we see people hang out. Now, the other thing we tend to see people do a lot is lazy posture. So you start off like this, but everyone sort of droops into something like this, right? So show us that. So she's drooped, right? She's kind of hanging. She's doing her thing all day, right? She's standing this way. You can see she's got one hip kicked out to the side. Most people like to lean to one hip a little bit more than the other, not to mention cross one leg more than the other, and that can create two imbalances over the long term. So we're gonna dust that off, and we're gonna talk about some ways that we can activate using our standing Macarena. Now, what we're gonna do is put our hands on our knees, feet pointed straight, hands on our knees to start with. This is step 1. What we're going to do from here is think about arching your feet or kind of gripping the ground, bringing the balls of your feet and your heels together to kind of pop your arches up. And then from here, what we're going to do is squeeze our bum muscles as we twist our knees out. So we're kind of throwing our knees out as far as we can. You should find your arches pick up off the ground and kind of put your weight more towards the outside of your feet a little bit, right? Outside. Now, the next thing that we're going to do here is grab our butt. So this is step 1. Step 2, butt. Grab your butt. Perfect. We're going to squeeze our butt and come up and stand nice and tall. And hold your butt squeeze as long as you can. Now, I'm going to borrow you for a second. We're going to face this way again. Now, you're going to relax your butt. You just stand normal. Right? And we might to watch her lower back here. Now, squeeze your butt as hard as you can. Okay, notice how that kind of comes a little bit more neutral, a little bit less bent. So I'm relaxed and I squeeze my butt and it sort of neutralizes and activates my lower back. So that's what we're doing. You can face this way again. Right. So again, step 1 here, boom. Step 2, come up nice and tall. Step 3, we're going to grab one hand on our belly and one hand just on our chest or over the sternum, which is that hard bone that goes down the middle of your chest to here. Now, what I want people to do is keep this stomach hand stable, and the top hand's going to go up and down, back and forth until you find it's parallel to the ground. So you're not really extended and arched from the upper back. You're not really flat and flexed. You're finding that neutral position to bring your upper back and put it level on your lower back, which is being held by your bum muscles, right? Pretty sequential there. So once you find that good neutral position, the last piece is our shoulders and our head. So from here, we're going to face this way. We're going to do just like we did in episode 1, focusing on our squat and our seated position. Is you're going to bring your shoulders out to the side, or your elbows out to the side. Perfect, good. Which brings your shoulder blades gently together. Bring your head back, exaggeratedly and crazily, and you're going to relax your arms down by your sides. But keep your shoulder blades just activated in that position. So if we have Brittany face this way, and get her fancy red hair out of the way, right? And you relax everything. And then you go ahead and bring your arms out like we talked about. You can see how her shoulder blades come together a little bit, right? And if she relaxes her arms, you can see that she just kind of gently holds that position. She's not crazily holding them back like this. She's just gently holding that position. Nice. All right. Perfect. So that's our kind of our position, right? So review that one more time. We start from the feet. Grab onto the feet. Grip the ground. Step 1, knees out. Step 2, boom. Grab onto your tush. Come up nice and tall. Step 3, belly, chest, find that good neutral position. And step 4 is arms out, chin back, and hold this position. Now, we've got our abs on 100% from activating our abs. We've got our bum on 100% from activating our lower back and our pelvis area. So how do we maintain that? So the question is you don't, right? You can't hold that all day long. You wouldn't be able to move. So what we want to do is activate that to 100%, squeeze it, good, and we're going to back that off 50%. So you back off 50%. Perfect. You're going to back that off another 50% again. Now you're at about 20-25% contraction. This is where you live throughout the day. So you want to have a little bit of resting tension in your glutes, in your abdominals, to give your spinal column and your hips a little bit of love so they're not hanging on the meat, so to speak, all day long. So that's how we stand, guys. Now, to add on a last piece to this is we can't stand like this all day long. The next position is our best position. And so what I mean by that is, it's okay to hang on one hip a little bit if your core is activated and neutral, but then you want to switch to the other side. You can go feet forward and back, kind of lean back and forth while you're working. And here, back and forth, as long as you're keeping the Macarena rules in mind. So you're not doing this, you're activated, your core is tight, you're still neutral, and then you're doing this, right, to keep those positions. So side to side movement, back and forth, all good options to kind of get yourself in a good position, good, awesome standing position. Just beware the dreaded forward lean. All right? Do you guys have any questions for us? Leave them below. We love questions. Hey guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Really appreciate it. Want to remind you one more time of that free resource we have for you guys because we appreciate you. It is the 3 pieces of exercise equipment you did not know you had at home and exactly how to use them. All you have to do to download that is head down to the description below, click on that link, you can download it, or head right to our website, physioready.com/equipment-at-home, and get started. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked us, please do that. We appreciate that. Share away, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.